everybody, this is Dago Sid, pretty snazzy walkthroughs. Resident Evil Chris hard mode, woo! Alright, so, if you figured out how to press that open button, alright, you see the one that's flashing right there on your GameCube? Yeah, press that. Now, if you're playing on the Wii, well, you're screwed then. No, I'm kidding. If you're playing this on your Wii, you can do the same exact thing. You just press the disc eject button and then pop in the other one. It's not gonna like turn off on you or something like that. I thought it wouldn't work doing it on the Wii for some reason, but that was just me being pointlessly paranoid for no reason. Yay! Okay, this is the lab, final area of the game, and this is also the last place I save. That's why I kept my ink ribbons with me. Okay, for a second there, my voice just changed to like a slightly Western accent. Though, if you really need to save and you don't have your ink ribbons with you, there are some right there. I kept the survival save for me. That's interesting. Alright, so all I really need here is my shotgun and good old-fashioned MO disc action. You know. Alright, let's do this! Alright, final stretch of the game, and oh god, it's a long video. I'm gonna have to talk for extended periods of time. Jeez. Alright, so these are probably some of the last zombies you're gonna encounter. I'm gonna kill one of these with my grenade. I usually bother killing the one on the stairs, and this is... Yeah, what am I doing here? Something strange. Okay, I'm trying to walk over the dead guy. That's what's happening. Alright, and equip that. Alright, let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, I'm being proactive in my death creation skills. I'm creating as much death as I possibly can, you know. Gotta create the death. There was a death in the family, in his family, because, you know, he died. Okay, this kind of annoyed me. I usually get the decapitation on that, but this time I didn't, so I'm like, crap, I have to burn him! So, though I properly budgeted my trips to the item box in such a fashion that I can burn him. Alright. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to completely skip a puzzle required to figure out the answer to what's going on here. So, you know, I guess I can explain how you find it. But so there's two things you need to open. One of them requires a password. So if you remember this one right here, the password is cell. They're sort of referring to like cells in life, not like a jail cell. Anyway, so if you remember right before I killed that one zombie unsuccessfully, there was a door to my left side of the screen. In there's this one strange room with a bunch of X-rays and some lights and stuff like that. Basically, you have to like put all the X-rays on the screen, and then light it up, and then like there's certain highlighted letters, and the highlighted letters spell out cell, and that's the password. All right, okay. Hope you're having fun here. Anyway, so if you remember that MO disc, well, basically, I brought it with me because we're going to be placing them all in their rightful homes. And what we're doing with the MO discs here is we're opening a cell, and I don't think I want to spoil who's in the cell yet. I mean, you can probably figure it out, but I like keeping the element of surprise, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we're going to go here. And also, we're going to sort of bypass another puzzle, which, the way you figure this one out, I believe... here's the second MO disc. There's 3 of them, by the way. Alright, so here's a security panel that opens up a door we need to go through. The way you figure it out is also in that one area I was talking about. There's a reel of slides you put into the slide projector that's in this room. And you can figure out the password from there. I believe that's it. I mean, I just memorized this code, so one, I saved time. 2, I haven't actually had to use the slides in such a long time. So, yeah. And again, unlike Resident Evil 0, where the puzzles and stuff are somewhat randomly generated, you actually have to figure it out this time. Alright, why did that zombie spawn over there? I think that zombie spawns in different places depending on where you enter the room from. But yeah, so I'm like trying to book it here to make sure that one zombie doesn't become a Crimson Head. I think the way there's like a different time limit to determine how quickly each zombie comes back as a Crimson Head based on what difficulty you're playing on. Alright, so I'm basically just going to book it to do all the stuff I need to do beforehand, and then for the next time I have to go through that way, I'm just going to take the lighter fluid with me, so make my life a little bit easier. Alright, so shotgun shells. But not the only reason we came in this room. I'll say this now, the whole thing with the MO discs is completely optional, but then again, I don't think it's really out of your way to do it. Like, going for this one is the only one that's even remotely out of your way. The other two discs are completely along your path. If you notice, the container, the place where you put the discs into looks suspiciously like GameCubes. Just, I thought it was kind of cool. They look, in the original game, they look like fax machines or something like that. I don't know, but regardless, it's whatever. All right, now if you dilly dally in that room too long, a chimera is going to show up. You might have heard it. They're the new enemy that shows up only in this area of the game. They're not that much of a problem, but you'll see in a minute, I suppose. Because I do have to kill one of them. Only one, though. The rest of them you can pretty much just avoid by simple means of evasion. Alright, here's a naked zombie. And the cool thing about naked zombies is they don't seem to come back as Crimson Heads. I kind of appreciate that. Yeah, well, at least last time I checked, they don't come back as Crimson Heads. One thing that kind of annoys me is that while playing through this, what was I gonna say? Well, I was gonna say crap. Okay, I forgot. I was gonna say it was something really meaningful too. All right, so if I remember it, I'll tell you. Yeah, so you can kill these naked zombies as much as you want. Oh yeah, because it's completely different than what I was originally gonna say, but I'll say it anyway. In the original version of this game, in the main hallway of right when you go down the stairs, that hallway, it's actually a square shaped, but I only didn't need to access the whole thing. And I hear I made a slightly wrong turn, but so yeah, and I had to that's a chimera. These little bug things, they do have an instant kill attack, but if you have a defense item, you defend it against it. Anyway, in the original version, in the square hallway outside, zombies infinitely spawn there, so you're kind of forced to do that. Unless you're playing on easy and you have a crap load of ammo, you know, I almost went the wrong way again. Don't need to do that. You go down, not this way. Well, I actually feel like I forgot my way around this room for a second. And basically just go and kill this chimera. Now you can kill it pretty easily if you get lucky and get really close. If you get up in its face, up in its grill, and you're like, you mean business, you can actually one-shot it, but you're safe with just going two. Alright, fuel supply capsule. Here's a fun little activity to do. It's not difficult, but at the same time, you have to kill at least that chimera, otherwise you're probably screwed. I'll tell you that now. Okay. So now I have to really book it to get back there so I can make sure I incinerate that one zombie. And at the same time, I was still kind of worried as to whether or not it would respawn, because I think the time limit for a zombie respawn is 10 or 15 minutes in here. Maybe it's 10. For a second there, I thought it was 5, but I guess not. So I was really afraid that it would I'd try to burn it and then it'd get up, because they can do that. If you try to burn it when you really can't, they'll just get up and you won't use up your lighter fluid. But yeah, okay. So here are one of those naked zombies. That round thing on the table was a slide projector. Let's use this MO disc, get it out of our inventory, clear up a spot, and yeah. If you noticed, when I went into this door, you saw a big door down the hallway. That's basically what we've been opening up. So here is the dangerous fuel compound. We have to load up our fuel capsule with. Yeah, refueling things in these Resident Evil games are kind of annoying. I think there is a refueling thing in Resident Evil 0 and Code Veronica also. But yeah, as I said, Resident Evil 0 is so freaking hard. As soon as I get good at that game, I'm making a walkthrough of it though. I actually formally got a request from it, and I basically said I'm going to do it as soon as I get good at that game, but coming up next is Code Veronica. I mean, I'm sure most of my subscribers probably came from my Resident Evil walkthroughs, preferably the Resident Evil 3 one. But at the same time, I can't always do Resident Evil walkthroughs. You know, I mean, I'm pretty fond of my Majora's Mask walkthrough, but you know, I can't keep doing Resident Evil. Okay, guys, I got to do other games. I mean, I prefer to keep doing Resident Evil, but at the same time, I can't bring myself to do that. Alright, so they like somewhat lied when they said you can't run. You can run in like really short bursts, but you have to give yourself like a 5 or 10 second cooldown between each one. So you gotta be really careful. I mean, it's probably the most frustrating death screen you can possibly encounter if you blow up the capsule. Basically, it just you see an explosion appear on the screen, and it's like the screen, it's like the black background screen, and then there's an explosion. It's really the most frustrating screen you can possibly see, though, because I have blown up the capsule a couple of times in other runs of this, and I was really annoyed when I did that. Like, I thought, I'm like, oh, I blew up the capsule, no big deal, but it really, like, I'm going, ugh! Like, ugh. It annoys me to no ends blowing up that capsule, and it's a minor major setback. Alright, let's try not to get murdered by this chimera like I was about to. As I said, their threatening attack is they're on the ceiling and they reach down and like grab your neck or something like that. So if you have a defense item though, you just shove it into their mouth and blow them up, and that's the end of that. And yeah, if you remember many videos ago, I said there's a bug in my laptop in wax paper that my brother put there. It's still on my desk here. I don't know why we didn't put it somewhere. This bug's actually kind of creeping me out, so I'm gonna put it down now. It was probably it's probably the insect chimeras mutated from. It looks like a huge dragonfly, sort of. Anyway, so we turn on the elevator, and that. Pretty much the last thing we're doing in this area. So we needed the fuel things to turn on the power and then turn on the elevator. Was the fuel capsule puzzle, or not puzzle, like the fuel capsule thing in the original Resident Evil? Someone who knows answer that. Like I said, I had the DS version, but I don't feel obligated to play it because I have so many other games to play, you know? Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to actually end it on time, because I didn't bother to make a funny little picture to put at the end here. Alright, see you next time.